Okay, ladies and gentlemen, an award-winning magician. He combines technology and magic. He is one of my regular performers for the Royal Variety After Show Party that I perform at every single year. Please put your hands together and welcome Callum McClure!
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Magic Circle. My name is Callum McClure and I am a magician. And I like to combine technology and magic. And one of the technologies that I've been really interested in recently is a little bit older but fiendishly difficult. Now, if you took every single permutation of this puzzle, this technology, and you were to try and do one per second, it would take over 1.3 trillion years. That's trillion, not billion. To put that in comparison, if I were to try and get into your phone with your 4-digit code or your hard-earned cash from your PIN, I could fit that neatly, second after second, in 1 hour. So tonight, this 1 hour show is going to be dedicated to breaking your PIN code. No, I'm joking. No, this is a fiendishly difficult puzzle, and we've been struggling with it for years, and I've been struggling with it for years, and using a computer to do it. But we do give it to our kids when we're younger. A Rubik's Cube. It does feel strange that it has so many different options, so many different permutations, but every time you rotate the cube, it does end up in a different order. It's a very strange concept that the more you mix it, sometimes it looks more mixed, other times less. Sometimes some structure comes. Sometimes even looking close to solved. Now that was fairly simplistic. You could have thought that I put it in a particular order backstage, but I'm going to pass this down into the audience. Would you mind mixing that up for me? Give that a really thorough mixing, make it really difficult for me, and when you've done that, pass it down to the next person and the next person, and we'll try and make this really difficult. Now this is a series of algorithms, and I found it very difficult to learn these algorithms myself, and far easier to teach a computer to do it instead. So that's what I did. I programmed this computer to beat the Rubik's Cube. Now I've got a second cube up here, which I'm going to try and use to race the computer. Now this might be in any particular order, so I'm going to give it a quick shuffle behind my back, just so I don't know which order it is, and nobody here does, including the computer. At which point we're going to scan this into the machine, and hopefully this will work. Live technology for you. Ooh, here we go. 1, 2. Let me know when you've done that down there. Make sure it's a really thorough shuffle so people know that it's all going well. All these combinations are very difficult to predict, but a computer's very good at following these algorithms. Excellent. Now, let's try this. Let's take that forward. Right, it's figured it out. Are you happy with the order of the cube? Okay. Yes? Are you any good at solving these cubes?
Definitely not.
That's a shame. It ruins the rest of this. Now, I think, excellent. This is a completely new order of a cube. And I'm going to try and race it to solve the cube. I did this because I was really interested in what was impressive if a computer did it. A computer solving a Rubik's Cube nowadays might seem impressive, but not amazing. We know what a computer can do. But if a human did a similar thing, solving it in under 30 seconds maybe, that could be amazing, but not necessarily impressive because we know the steps. With a series of algorithms, I'm going to try and beat the computer. One last look. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Solving the cube faster than the computer. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, in a fraction of seconds. Here we go. 3, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. My code has solved the cube. It's not far off. I did teach the computer slightly different algorithms to me, so I would take this as sort of a win. Now, we mentioned at the start how many different orientations and permutations of the cube there could possibly. And the computer here has been able to sort out one particular version of that. If you were to be able to solve the cube in the traditional sense, it would look how it does here. But if you were to solve a cube in an untraditional sense, it might look a bit like this, with one side matching your shuffled cube. Now, I didn't ask you to shuffle these in any particular way, but one side would take about 22 billion years to get by accident. Two sides, even more. Three sides, even more. Four sides is incredibly impressive, but it's nothing unless we get the fifth and the sixth side together. Thank you very much. Now, I do feel like I cheated you a little bit. And I said I would race the computer to solve a cube, and I think we have a shared understanding of what solving a cube means. Now, we said that a computer solving it might be impressive, and a human solving it might be amazing, but I'm going to try something both. Ladies and gentlemen, your shuffled cube. Yes, got it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Behind the back, one-handed. Here we go. In about 10 seconds, we're going to have a countdown. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. One cube solved. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Callum McClure. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Callum McClure. Yes. Well, what about that?